All right, what we're going to do is this. We're going to find the relative minimum or maximum values. I have it already graphed on this particular problem right here on a regular window. Notice if you go to the y equals, you have to do 2x cubed, which you have to do by the caret button. Arrow out and that, and you hit graph. Now notice, on your regular window, it does not quite hit, but it works good enough to find the maximum. So first off, let's find our maximum value before we do anything else. And I'm going to go second, calculate, and the maximum value is option 4. And notice it's there, so I've got to hit this button and arrow it till it's past that point right there and hit enter. And then I've got to arrow it where it's past that hump again. Enter, enter. And you can see here it says what? That's really -1.7. So there was a maximum at -1.7. Kind of hard to see where the calculator is, but the maximum occurred at -1.7. So let's see where the minimum occurs at. And in order to do it, it goes below my screen. So what I'm going to do is this. My y value is down there. I'm going to go to my window. And I'm going to change my y value minimum only. Let's try. Pull that up a little bit. Let's try -20. And hit graph and see what happens. Yes, I can find the minimum. I can see it right there. Actually, so let's do this here. So let's go second, calculate. This time it's a minimum. I am already left of that little hump. I can hit enter there. And I can go down and around. I'm right of it. Hit enter, enter again. Well, this one, that's it, 1.999998. Well, that's actually close enough to 2, because the calculator can only approximate. So I know that this one occurs at 2, -20 as the minimum. All right? So let's go try problem number 26. So I'm going to go back to my y equals. I'm going to clear this one out of here. Clear y equals. I'm going to clear that one and just do x squared plus 4x minus 5 and hit graph. And let's go ahead. I can leave the window like that. Let's go ahead and put our window back at probably our normal deal at -10 is the general for this one here. And this one only has a minimum. So let's hit second, calculate. It is a minimum, option 3. Notice I'm right here. I have to arrow to where I am left of it. I'm left of it now. Enter. That says the left boundary by hitting enter. Now I've got to arrow this time to hit the right. And notice you can see numbers right there as I moved it around. And hit enter one more time and it will calculate it for me. And notice that -2.000 and that -9. So I know this here. The maximum for this one does, there's not a relative maximum because it goes to infinity and beyond. And the minimum occurred at -2, -9. All right, now then let's try problem number 27. And I'm going to clear this one out of here. I'm going to y equals, and this time I'm going to clear it. I'm going to type it exactly as it is. I'm going to put a parentheses. I'm going to put x plus 4, close parentheses, then caret, arrow up, the caret for exponent. And I'm going to put the 2 divided by 3. And the older calculators, you have to do this, and the newer ones I don't think you do because it's already up there in exponent, you arrow out. Go ahead and do it to be sure, and hit enter. And let's go see the graph. The graph looks like that right there. Ooh, I can almost tell what this one is already. I think that's going to be at -4. But let's just go ahead and do second, calculate until it's a minimum. 3. And notice I'm going to arrow where I am left of it. Arrow back to where I am right of it. I think this could be -40 by looking at it. And notice that 3.45, if you see e to the negative power, that's going to be a 0, close enough. Remember, it's just a round, just like 0.00003. So I have the point is at -40 is a minimum. And if I went to the table, oops, I should do second table. Notice you can kind of see at -4 is the lowest value. The numbers then started to repeat. So it wasn't -4, 0 was a minimum for this one. It goes on. So the answer was the maximum was basically just NA, and the minimum was -4, 0. And -4 plus 4 makes 0, and then the cube root of 0 squared would be 0. That's why they're only positives, because they will end up being squared once you got the cube root.